you smell it, baby? Can you smell it? It is a beautiful day in Conway, Arkansas. Day 37 straight of vlogging on our trip to, on our road to ADCC Trials 2025. I try not to bitch about these cars every video when I'm driving. But God damn it. This little Honda can get ran over and ass fucked. Okay, well, here we are. Feeling inspired today. I'm feeling good. Mainly because I watched the Princeton wrestling team's coaches talk to their little their group about wrestling, which I'm gonna play over the over some of the rounds, so you'll hear like it's not a whole lot. It's just like some motivation, you know. That's what we all need. Oh, but yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthy. I'm going right now to get a warm-up early, so I don't have any excuses not to bring the heat tonight. And I'm also feeling a little bit mean, a little bit ready to break through. This is what I want to talk about in this video tonight. You have to be willing to break through. You have to be willing, and what I mean by break through, if you're winning rounds, you don't want to just win once. If I have a round with someone, I want to keep going. I don't want to slow down because I'm doing well. I'm obviously never going to want to slow down because I'm doing bad, right? I need to work harder. If I'm getting fucked up, I need to work harder. But if I'm winning, I don't want to coast to win. I want to keep breaking that motherfucker. And I want to keep pushing myself while doing that. Continuing to look for submissions. Continuing to advance position. If you ever get an easy round... if you ever get an easy round, man, you got to make it tough for yourself. Yesterday, in my rounds, I didn't bring as much intensity. It was just the kind of the way the day worked out. And I'm actually happy because today I'm ready. I'm excited. Is that all I wanted to talk about? Real quick, let me check. I'm driving to practice right now. It's 4:27. Keep working more and more. Don't just win. You want to dominate. If you're winning, don't drop the intensity. That's kind of all I wanted to talk about in this opening. But with that being said, get your ass to the gym. If you're lifting, go lift hard. If you're rolling, go roll hard. If you're training, train hard. Whatever you want to call what you're doing, let's get better today. Let's raise our baseline of intensity. And for me, let's get ready for this ADCC Open. But yeah, let's get it.
Alright guys, talking about shooters and dogs a lot, right? I talk about how to shoot, but being a dog, that's not something you can really teach. It's winning hustle positions, it's being mean, it's being chippy, it's being physical with your hands, right? Getting short time takedowns, short time ride outs. Win the match, win the positions like the Dubuque talks about, like the data points, be the one that's shooting more, have more attempts, go out on your sword, right? Win some fans today. Let's be bold, let's have some fun. Alright, you guys have put the work in. I'm really excited to see this team scrap. Get out there, just believe in yourselves. Let's have some fun.
I told you guys, you gotta love competition. This is why we grind all week long, right? This is the old gold, the gold in the pot at the end of the rainbow, okay? So, it's time to unleash some wolves out there, okay? Remember we talked about wolves. Wolves eat dogs, okay? We're wolves. Now I'm not saying this is a team full of dogs that we're gonna compete against, but they're tough. They're tough, okay? So, we need to be tough, we need to be aggressive, we need to be exciting, okay? Go out there with the intent to inspire your teammates, okay? And entertain these fans, all right? That's what we're about. So stick to the brand, and everything's gonna be very fun today, all right? Let's bring it in. Go. On three, let's get wild. 1, 2, 3. Let's get wild. Woo!
They say that champions are forged in the fire of adversity, that greatness is earned through sweat, pain, and sacrifice. It's not about the accolades, it's about the relentless pursuit of perfection.
Stop for a second.
His arm turned down. I know that. That isn't even one. You just gotta relax a little bit.
Me and Hayden was kind of dogging tonight. I was just, so practice is over, obviously. I'm heading home. I was just thinking about something. We were just talking after class, so after practice, so I just wanted to mention. You know what? A way I really think, a really good way to get better, right? Or like the motivation to get better. I think like a really effective way, probably not the most optimal, but it's got to be a very effective way. Even if you're not the best person in your room, you probably don't want to ever be the best person in your room, or you might be in the wrong room. But I think determine yourself as a leader and then lead by example. I think that's a really good way to get better, because what you're doing is you're setting the impetus that you're going to lead the room in certain things, like intensity or grit, determination, like all those things that a good leader has to have, like a non-wavering, single-minded focus of like attacking and winning. You know, if you can determine that if you can say that to yourself in your head, like, I'm going to be the leader of this room, I'm going to be the leader in the gym tonight, tomorrow, whenever it is, every day. And if you can stick to that and keep your word to yourself, if you can keep your word to yourself, because that's what it's really about, then you can set yourself apart, not just on like technique, but on just your execution and your intensity. And you can set a standard that the rest of the room is going to have to rise to, or they're going to have to get out the way. And I think that's just, you know, that's kind of what I've been trying to do. I haven't really thought of it as myself as like a leader, although, like, okay, I should say this another way. I don't think of myself that much as a leader in my room every day, but in my life, I've always felt that feeling of leading within myself. I don't know if it's like natural or what. I'm an only child, and I've always felt like if I was in a group, it was because I wanted to be, a leader in it. I don't know how to explain it. But there's a clear change in my training right now, day 37 days into training, with this new goal in mind, and a couple months ago where I was skipping practices because I didn't want to wrestle and I didn't want to get hurt. And a lot of that mindset was whenever I heard DeAndre Corby, right after he lost ADCC Trials, I went to Standard the day after they lost the East Coast Trials, and I was in the room when they had this big conversation about what they needed to do going forward to win. And I watched and listened to DeAndre talk about the intensity that the room needed and the level of seriousness that was required for them to make it to the next level and to win at the highest level. And listening to him be a leader in that moment and watching the respect that Greg had for DeAndre, and then watching those two talk it out, changed something in me. And even subconsciously, I probably felt that same thing of like, if I want to make it and make this road to the ADCC Trials worth it, if I want to win, then I have to change that mindset, and I have to unleash the leadership. Not change my mindset necessarily, but unlock that part of my mindset. And I think that anybody can do that if they just want it. So think about that. As specifically, though, it's bigger than this, but specifically in the context of getting better, because you're not going to take nights off if you're trying to lead your group to a higher standard, right? A higher baseline. If you put that pressure on yourself to go hard so that everyone else will go hard, then you're going to change things and you're going to get better. Anyways, that's all I got for you. I'm going to go home and get some food. Tomorrow, Saturday, man, it might just be a gym vlog because I don't know if I'm going to be able to train. I'm going to try, but I fucking work during the peak hours of training. So we'll see what happens. Regardless, though, you guys have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Enjoy this puppy.
Dog.